This guy as a young man had a dream to become a big movie star, to come to Hollywood and to become a great director and producer and a writer, and all those kind of dreams he had. Of course, everyone told him it can't be done. But he wouldn't take no for an answer, and he moved across from New York to Los Angeles to Hollywood. And of course, one day, after struggling like we all do in the beginning, to get into TV and into movies, he had this idea of writing a script.
There was really very little distraction, so I would sit there propped up in bed, and I'd go out with my...
Keep them going, because we're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream. I believed in the dream, and our dreams come true, and there's no reason every one of yours can't. The hard part is just keeping them going, and please keep them going, because we're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream.
I used to sit in this little apartment, and our dreams come true, and there's no reason every one of yours to just start writing these stories, and most of them were very, very trivial, but never were realized in their own life. I used to sit in this little apartment, and it was a room. As a matter of fact, the room was so small, I remember I was able to open up the window and close the door while sitting time to come to California. This was like 8 feet. It was either 8 feet by 9 feet. But just was not going to be. The one thing about that room, there was really very little distraction. I would sit there propped up in bed, and I'd go out for one brief moment and legal pad and just start writing these stories, and most of them turned out to be very, very trivial. Magnificent in the fact that he lasted. There was something about the process of unrealized dreams. Incredible. Always brought back to this subject, to their insight. I think it's one of the most enduring subjects, among the fight fans. He did something passages for people to accept that they're willing to take never were realized in their own lifetime. That they just didn't get that shot. Exist much anymore, unfortunately. I decided it was a time to come to California, stand up to life to California, and take one shot, and maybe because of decent things. So I started to write very well, and in fact, I had to go out and try to sell my dog. I first met Bob Charlton and Errol Winkler, and I believe I was there on a very well fed and casting call. I went to see. I'm writing this story. For one brief moment, I have this thing about wrestlers. Tell all supposed writers, don't give up, keep talking. Eventually, you might hit a nerve somewhere, and they go, come on back. And the champion. If they didn't say, I said, boy, if this isn't a metaphor for life. His entire life crystallized at that moment. Originally, will be when I remember the script to them for all eternity. At least among the fight fans, he did something extraordinary. Was me playing the part, and that is probably what I needed to catalyst. There was something inside of me that was going to stand up to life, is never going to come and take one shot. And I really wasn't used to go the distance. And so I started no idea of what I would be. It was one of those writing frenzies. Things were not 3 days later very good. I came up with the script of Rocky up, so I was taking the bus to work. By no means was a finished piece of material. It was probably about 90 pages, and maybe 10% of it remained in the final script. But it was done. My head was starting to spin. And it went up to 330,000. I first met Bob Charlton and Errol Winkler. I heard it. And I believe I was there 60,000. A casting call. So we're talking a little bit, and I guess I really was. You've got the acting part, and really don't way out to live on. I said I had like sort of figured it out, so I was not a little bit writing, because really, anyway, this story, I used to have this thing about wrestlers very well. I could do something about boxing, jumping as well. Bring it around. So this is one of those things where you just roll the dice on the way out. That's why I tell all actors, writers, don't give up. Keep talking. Eventually, you might hit a nerve somewhere, and they go, and I'm back. Taking a lot of people down with me, but I just if they didn't say, come on back, we were working with the handheld camera at the time. We developed Garrett Brown, and I was sitting there, somewhat experimental, incredible credit to. And he'd film me running through shopping malls and up down the steps and flight. There was, curved corridors along the river until finally my legs basically gave out, and I'm like writhing on the ground, and I want to rise up and say, John, I'm dying here. And he goes, no, use it. Use the pain. Originally, for what? When I brought the script, I'm in misery. Because no. It's giving your character. It's giving him some depth. Me playing the part, giving me bruises. It's giving me like agony. There was something inside of me that, like the scene where we just jumped down and saw this ship along the dock, and I really was docked along here. And said, just jump out, run as fast as you can along the ship. And I'm running and running. I said, you know what? My legs are fucking fired. I'm literally going to crash down here. Teeth are gonna go. I had like 160 face. I'm just $1 in the bank, and like I said, I had to sell my dog, and things were not looking very, very good. My $40 car had just blown up, so I was taking a bus to work, and still. It didn't matter. I wanted to stick with it. Then it went up to 150,000, 175,000.
The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows.
Now my head was starting to
spin. It's a very
spin.
mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it.
360,000, and I thought, all right, you know,
you, me, or
really
nobody is gonna hit as hard as life.
Got this down to a science.
But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Used to the good life. So I thought, you know what? If I know in the back of my mind, if I sell the script.
Now, if you know what you're worth, then go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not point fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you. You're better than that.
I may be totally wrong, and I'm gonna be taking a lot of people down with me, but I just believe in it. We were working with the handheld camera at the time with Garrett Brown.
To really succeed, no man really is experimental.
When you find the right,
and he'd film me right through shopping malls and up down and steps and flights.
Then you feel as though you
curved corridors along the river until finally my legs basically gave out, and I'm like writhing on the ground.
And I want to rise up and say, John, I'm dying here. And he goes, no, use it. Use the pain.
At the very end of our
lives. For what?
If we can still say,
misery,
we were
no,
humble. We
were
knocked down, but
we
got
character,
up.
And I can say,
him some depth.
I lived life with integrity.
Bruises.
I took all the blows,
agony.
as the song says, and I still prevail.
We just jumped out and saw this ship along the dock.
A good epitaph.
Docked along the pier. And said, just jump out, run as fast as you can along the ship. And I'm running and running. I said, you know what? My legs are buckling. I'm literally going to crash down here.
It's all about
Teeth are going to go, jaw, face. I'm just going to be ground down to this flat-faced image.
Part is just keeping them going.
And I just barely made it.
Because we're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream. I believed in the dream, and our dreams come true. And there's no reason every one of yours can't either. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It's a very mean and nasty place, and I don't care how tough you are, it will beat you to your knees and keep you there permanently if you let it. You, me, or nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward. Keep them going. That's how winning is done. We're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream. I believed in the dream, and our dreams come true, and there's no reason every one of yours. Now, if you know what you're worth, now go out and get what you're worth. But you gotta be willing to take the hits and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you want to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
Very little
You're better than that.
I would sit there propped up in bed, and I'd go out with my big pen and legal pad and just start writing these stories.
You can't
and
be alone.
Most of them were very, very
really
trivial.
Succeed. No man really is
never. When you find the right
components in your life, the right people
that gel with you, then you feel as though you're invincible.
Decided it was a
it may be a fallacy, but you at least feel as though you can take all that life has to dish out. Or he just was not going to be very well fed. And then one night, I went to see. At the very end of our lives, if we can still say, you know, there was never very little. We were knocked down, but we got up. Sit there, propped
and
up,
I can
and
say,
and I lived life with integrity, and I took all the blows, as the song says, and I still prevailed. I think that's a good epitaph for anyone. I used to sit in this little apartment, and it was a room with big pen and legal pad, and just start writing these stories, and most of them were very, very trivial. So I have to give incredible credit to their insight, patience, and
the hard part is just keeping them going, and please keep them going, because we're here for one simple reason. He believed in the dream, I believed in the dream, and our dreams come true, and there's no reason every one of yours can't either.
Originally, when I brought the script to them, they were fairly enthusiastic about it. The one thing they were not enthusiastic about was me playing the part, and I really can't blame them at the time. But there was something inside of me that you know, this opportunity is never going to come around, and I really wasn't used to money, and I had